Okay, we're here at a job for the first time of coming to this house, and the customer stated that his R22 unit has leaked for several years and that the company that had been servicing him is no longer going to purchase or support R22. So he's asked me to come and refill his machine and give him a quote for a new 410A machine. So let's take a look and see what we can do. Okay, I wasn't able to show the gauges. The customer was right here with me. But I can tell you that it had about 80 pounds of suction. So this is a 3.5 ton American Standard unit, 1996, and had 215 pounds of head pressure. It was over 75 on suction, close to 80. She's slammed full, so I don't know what the other company was trying to communicate to him, but you know, all I know is it's completely full and working fine. So we're going to take a look at the indoor portion and give him a quote just based on age. He says he thinks it's time to go ahead and replace it. So let's take a look inside the attic. Pretty nice house. Looks like they got two big water heaters there. Nice ladder. I like those. So let's see what kind of unit he's got. I'm going to assume it is also an American Standard from, I don't see a light up here. So anyway, just your typical 80% furnace. Huge drain pan. I have no idea why it's got such a huge drain pan. Coil. So looks like we have two 16-inch returns, but only two 12-inch trunk lines. Those may be 14s with the old R6 or so wrap on it. Not very thick. So I would say we'd probably be okay at 3.5 tons, maybe even able to go to 4. But we're going to look around inside the rest of the house. Not too bad of a duct system, similar to what I would do if I was designing it from scratch. So let's give him a quote and see if we can get the job. All right, so I know everybody likes it when you have a smart customer, and there was nothing wrong. So the story is, whoever was just doing their general routine maintenance that they have been doing for a period of years probably have a commission paid tech that's doing the work, and told them that, you know, that it's a few pounds low, which obviously it's not. So when I had the gauges on it, the guy was a little bit, you know, he was on top of me pretty good, trying to understand what they meant. He's a little bit unhappy about the company that he's paid for a few years, and I'll tell you what, you know, they can look on me as the whistleblower or whatever they want to do, but the biggest thing is, don't tell any lies. It's less to remember, and you don't get caught at it. But nonetheless, you know, all I could do is show him my gauges and assure him that it was slapped full. It was putting out, I think, 55 or 56 degree air in the house, 76 in the house. I did not measure the return. I'll tell you, the guy was a little bit perturbed at, you know, my findings being so largely different than the company that was just in there this morning, as it turns out. Yeah, it was just this morning they were telling him that it was time to change it out, and then he agreed with that based on age. So we did give him a quote for a couple of options on systems, and he was not interested in the 20, so we gave him the options of the 14 SEER and the 16 SEER systems. And the 16 SEER, of course, has a 2-stage variable speed furnace, and then of course the 14 SEER is just a straight 80% single stage furnace. But he feels like they'll be making a decision tonight, and we'll be putting them something in pretty soon. So anyway, I'm sorry I couldn't get any better footage, but this will kind of be the first stage of the video. I'm pretty sure we'll get some type of change out there, and when we do, we'll add that and finish it out. But thanks for watching. Okay, we're over here to check behind the installers and collect the money here, so let's go up in the attic and look at the furnace and all and see if everything looks good. Okay, so when we took American Standard out, obviously the Trane coming back in was basically a glove fit. They did have pretty nice lined plenums, so we kept them, and the flue pipe went right back in place. Now what I do not understand here is why we have a condensate pump in an attic, but it is inside the pan, and it does have a P-trap before it, and I know that's a big controversy with people that don't believe in P-traps, and that's up to them. But the thing is, there's got to be some reason that it had that. I don't know if on the rough end, maybe they forgot to run a pipe for it, or what they did. But nonetheless, this is a standard XB model furnace, and 4-ton drive with a 4-ton coil and a 3.5-ton outside unit. So everything looks good. This all suits me fine, and it's been running several hours today, so I was kind of late getting back over here, and I do not see not one drop of water in the pan, so I'm happy with it. The return is right back like it was. They got two 16-inch flex returns. A little bit snaky the way they run through. I think it would have made sense to have maybe shortened that a bit, but I guess it's going around that supply is the reason they did that. Look at that elaborate ladder they built just to get up there to service that fan, attic fan, and adjust the thermostat on it, I guess. But that's a pretty heavy-duty ladder. It was 2x6s and 2x4s. It was built there and left there permanently. Not a bad idea. So let's take a look at the outside unit and make sure that looks good as well. So here's our outside unit. Obviously it's satisfied right now, and should be a 3.5-ton. Yep, and let me see if we can see where that condensate line comes out at. I don't know if it's back here. Yeah, I mean, there's a drain pipe right there with water in it and water out here. So I guess it's got a pipe down the wall. And because it's so far horizontally across the attic is the only reason I can guess at. That's why they would have a pump on it. See if we can see what compressor that is. These things have been varying a little bit. Yep, that's an Alliance. I guess we're back to some of those now. Does have a high and low pressure limit switch. So, looks good. Customer's happy, I'm happy. All right, well that worked out well. He is a member of the board for the HOA, the Homeowners Association board, and he said he went to go add me to a list of some sort, you know, for the valued or the trusted contractors that the neighborhood has experienced, and he found out that I was already on the list. He said that he did not even look to that list like many do, that he just did his research on who was who, and obviously he had already decided he wanted a Trane system because the American Standard had lasted, I think it was a 96 or 97 model, something like that. You know, nonetheless, so he went to go add us to that list and found out we were on it, and so he said that he would encourage some acknowledgement in the meetings. So not sure exactly what that means, but I do believe it means he's going to bring my name up in the meetings and make sure that the people that attend know that he's had experience firsthand that we provide a good service. So that worked out well, and I really appreciated that. You know, 28 years in the business, and most of it successful, does give me the ability to pass some pretty good information to the other contractors that are in our industry, and especially to the younger ones, the up-and-coming ones, the newer techs to the field. You know, it's not that hard to do a good job. It's just not that hard to do things right, do the best you can do. Unfortunately, sometimes the budget can make it, you know, a little tougher and a little easier, but you can still hold a standard, and being honest with people and doing what you say you will do, and you know, being able to trust in yourself means that other people can trust in you. And I tell you what, it's just not that difficult. Honestly, I think it would be more difficult to be rogue and to have to remember. You know, a wise man once said, don't tell any lies, it's less to remember. So anyway, there's East Coast right back there, and then here's our Trane warehouse right in front here. So I'm going into the parts house here to check on a warranty part that I ordered. But nonetheless, I just thought I would put that one little thought out there for the newer guys, is just keep in mind it's not that hard to do your best, and it absolutely pays off. There's just no doubt whatsoever about that. I'm living, walking proof of it. So anyway, hopefully that does a couple of you some good. I know there's a lot of seasoned people that watch my videos, and some of it, you know, doesn't necessarily apply to you, and you're already established in what we would call seasoned technicians or installers. And I appreciate your patience with letting us say these things to the younger guys, and hopefully you pass that on to them as well. So let's go to the next one. Thanks for watching.